Hello everyone, I'm Marsha Baker. Welcome to Sketch No Boss. I am doing this video instead of the Facebook Live because I just did a Facebook Live and my software decided not to work at the last minute, so I ended up doing it from my phone. And after rewatching the video, I got seasick and it wasn't very clear. And although several of you were on and very gracious, uh, it didn't really help because you couldn't really see what I was talking about. So I just thought I'm just going to do another really quick video and post this in lieu of that Facebook Live. Um, who knows what today is, but the gremlins are all around. So today is going to the beach. Yay! I have loved all your beach pictures. I'm so envious. I've been dropping hints to my husband all week like, maybe we should go to the beach this summer. Like nobody's there. And he's like, I don't like the beach. But I'm like, well, you don't have to go to the beach. We could just go and you could just, be on your computer and research and do those things you do. And I could sit on the beach and read a book. Like, oh, that would just be, that would be an amazing thing. So, anyway, so what do you guys do at the beach? You could leave me a comment. So since I'm not live here, I love live recordings because I love the feedback and I love hearing from you guys. So, but I'm not going to belabor this point. So I just wanted to first of all, I want to show you, let's see if I can get this. There we go. I was so blessed several years ago to be able to do like 90 pieces of art at Lake Williamson's Christian Center in Carlinville, Illinois, and it's about an hour and a half away from us. And long story, but I was just so blessed to be able to spend time doing some art, and they just let me have carte blanche. And I've done some crazy things, so I'll have to maybe show you some other crazy things I've done. But anyway, so I did a series of He Made Me series, and this came from Love Letters from the Father. Love Letters from the Father. Which I'll have to put that link down there too. But it's just a very, this guy has gone through the Bible and kind of paraphrasing verses in the progression of the gospel story to just show God made you, how much he loves you, and he died for you. It's just really awesome, and it just really touches my heart every time I go back and read all those verses. But anyway, so this comes from that paraphrase. So basically he's taken two verses and kind of condensed them, and my thoughts towards you number more than all the grains of the sand. So I figured since we're at Sketch Note Summer Camp Beach Day, talking about beaches and sand, that would be, this would be an awesome verse to do. So anyway, so that's where my motivation came from to do this verse. And so this, I actually did it two ways. And so I started out with this Tombro Fukuyama pen. Anyway, let me do this so you can kind of see, let's see, I've used it a lot. So, but it's a nice brush pen. So I just decided to use my own handwriting, and then I went back at the letters and kind of did some little curly cues where I could. So I didn't really plan that out. So then I went through and so let's see, put that over there. So if this is my paper, I just kind of went through and then drew some lines that were not necessarily parallel to each other, just to kind of create some interest. And then I started filling in. So the beach scene is very easy. Of course, let's try this one. This is a Uniball Vision Pen. You can get these at the office supply store, sometimes at the big box stores. So, so that one I just started filling in just circles. So I don't know if you can see that. Just there we go. Kind of some big circles surrounded by some little circles, and you can make them more dense or less dense, whatever you want to do. So that's one water pattern. And then this one is really simple. So basically you're just going to go through and just kind of delineate some um, spaces, right? And then on part of it, you're going to come in and you're just going to draw some lines. And I think lines is a great way to create muscle memory, right? That we are doing some kind of precision work. And then this pattern is really simple. So the first, I'm going to come over here and show you big. So let's say there's my space. So I'm going to come and draw a big spiral like that. And then from this tip, I'm going to just come in off of it and I'm going to kind of create that same curved line, and now I've got a wave. And then I can come in this way upside down and do the same thing. So from the tip of the spiral, I'm going to come and fill in the space with 2 or 3 lines, right? And then if you need to in the middle, you can always create some wavy lines. And then, so that's that pattern, right? This pattern is so simple and so fun. So I know if you've watched any of my videos in the past, you know we've talked about stop and start lines. So when you have a line that stops with another line, it immediately puts it behind another object. So we can tell that this circle is in front of this circle. And the way that we create that is, I'm just going to do a, you can do circles, you can just do a bunch of circles, but I'm just going to do a spiral. It's a little easier, a little faster. So I'm going to just do a big spiral here. All right, so there's that. And then I'm just going to just join the lines, okay? And then I'm going to come over here and do another spiral. Right, okay. And then when I start running into it, I stop. And then I can continue to put a little few lines behind it. And that way you can see that this one is behind this. And then at some point, if you even wanted to add some shading with a pencil to kind of show that this one's creating a shadow, I think I did that before the ink was dry, kind of smudged a little bit. So that, anyway, always kind of wait till the ink to dry, but that kind of, then you can kind of see that this was either, you know, this one is clearly on top. So that is that pattern. And then the other pattern, this pattern right here, is simply a series of kind of teardrop shapes, and they don't have to be perfect teardrop shapes. You know, they can be like, so this was going to be the top of our thing. So again, they don't have to be perfect, but then you're just going to take and fill that in with lines. And again, this line practice may seem to be boring. Does it look like I've got a little face going on there, 2 eyes and a little mouth? Anyway, and my husband is calling me, and hopefully he's gonna catch me later. So, all right. So, so there we go. So we're just going to fill in the lines. We're going to just follow the bottom and the top contour, and we're going to meet in the middle, and hopefully that's a straight line. And then I just went in and, well, we'll draw these here in a second, but just for this, I just went in and just used my watercolors. And again, I'm using this set I got from, it's a Master's Touch I got from Hobby Lobby. And so you definitely want to make sure that you get them when they are half price, right? And so then you can just start painting. So basically, I think I just gave this just kind of a general coat of this blue, and then kind of went in with the green a little bit. And here, like in this one, I'll just try and do this. Like maybe I'll come in with like this blue, and again make sure, oh, well, that's okay. So this is what happens when those are supposed to be like permanent inks, but clearly they're not. So that's what happens when you've got a hot mess. So I always thought the Uniballs were permanent, but clearly they're not, or maybe I just didn't give it enough time to dry. I'm not sure, but anyway, it's good when we have happy accidents. So, but let's go ahead and paint. So if we have, um, that's our general shape, we can always come back and maybe at the bottom, just make it a little darker, right? So we have another shape here, right? Color that in, come back, and make it a little darker. So, and then with your lines, it's going to create a nice effect like that. All right. So next, the other thing I want to do is just show you, I think Jennifer on the first Facebook Live mentioned that they're just really simple to do if you know, so basically we need to train ourselves to look at the shapes and not look like, oh my gosh, this is such a complex thing. But really what this is it's an oval. It's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 ovals in different shapes. So we've got a big kind of a round one, and then we've got long ones, and that's all it is. So these are not hard, but you've just got to get in the frame of mind to just break it down. So I'm just going to do a couple of these, like the sea urchin right here, really simple, right? I'm not coloring it in after this one. So a sea urchin and a sand dollar, and I think Joan posted, because there's definitely a Christ story in the sand dollar. So I'm going to delete this post. I'm sorry. I'm going to delete the Facebook Live because the camera it's going to make you seasick. See, so don't watch it. So I'm going to delete that. But sea urchins are fun. So you're going to put the center up and over. You're not going to put it in the middle. And then we're just going to start drawing lines. And you can just have tons of fun with a sea urchin. I'm just, for time's sake, I'm just going to keep it really simple and just kind of draw some circles around here and there. That maybe we want to color those in a little bit different color. But you could also do some lines, or some lines this way, some squiggles, any kinds of patterns. You can fill up your sea urchin that way. It'll be an interesting way to do it. And then we have, I wish I knew my seashells, because seashells have names and I don't really know what they are. So I should know my seashells, but I guess I was not there that day in school. Right? So in this seashell, I'm just going to go and do double lines. And I think I painted these double lines. Inside these double lines, I painted them orange. And the rest of it, I painted purple. So, so for this starfish, I'm just going to draw a star like that. And then I'm going to just come around and kind of make it smooth edges. And then I'm going to come back in and erase the star. But that kind of gives me the pattern of the star. And then I can come in and maybe do some fun smaller to large, or larger to smaller circles. Something like that. All right. So anyway, so it's just about practice makes better, right? So the first time you draw something, you may just think it's awful, and but the next time you draw it, it gets better and better. So there's that. And then I wanted to show you one more really quick thing, and I will demonstrate it hopefully next time Facebook Live actually works. Is I actually took a piece of watercolor paper. So this was, of course, I don't have it, Strathmore. It's 140 pounds. It's cold pressed, which means it's got some texture to it. And I can show you on the Facebook Live, this is what we did. We just created this. So basically, I taped it all down, and then I just started using some colors. I guess we could add a few more colors here. Maybe add some more. Actually, I started with this spray bottle. It's just water, and you get your paper wet, right? And then if I can just maybe put some more color in there. Maybe if that's just too blue, maybe I want to come and And you're just gonna just let your brushes have fun there, okay? So, right? And think of water as gas. Gas means go, and the colors are going to get together and get together and make a party, right? Just let it flow. Just kind of let it flow, and you can always move your paper up and down. You can kind of let it run. Just see what it goes. So, all right, stay tuned. So this will be like TV time. I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with this. Okay, I just feel like I would like to have some more purple in there. I don't know why. So, okay, I am not trying to recreate this sheet that I just did. I'll explain that. But I just wanted to kind of show you watercolor. Just tape it down and then just let the watercolor flow and, just let it have a party. So having a little orange, purple, and a yellow might be kind of fun. So who knows what we're going to come up with. So this is going to be interesting to see what I end up doing with this. So stay tuned. That's another video. So, but in the meantime, so this is what I did. So that's basically the process I did. I started out with some red here, and then actually I started out with this red here. Sorry, this red here. And then most of this yellow is this yellow right here. And then I started, let's see, I've got my several blues. I just started the blues and just kind of let it, and then I just kind of let them have a party. But you have to be careful because what happens when you get blue and yellow together, you get green. So you didn't really want a green algae looking ocean, so I just kind of let them play a little bit, but not a lot. And again, just adding a lot of water to just kind of dissipate some of the color and just let it flow. And then I went back and then I just added some patterns to kind of create the water. And so I did the same verse. So that's one way that you can illustrate your verse for the Sketchnote Summer Camp. So see, what else do I want to tell you? So we are getting to the end of summer camp. So I think, oh, if you looked at my Instagram, and I posted these last night as well, but here's some shells from my 100-day project. So you can have some examples of some shells. And you can always look at Pinterest or Google them as well to just figure out how to draw shells. So basically, just look at the shape and just do it in pencil, and then you'll be amazed what you end up coming up with. So anyway, so next week it's Treehouse, and my thought about the Treehouse was coming up with just kind of a sanctuary, somewhere that's quiet and away, somewhere you can spend time with the Lord. So where is that for you? And I just thought, make a tree house and be creative, and just your tree doesn't have to look like a tree. Maybe the door to your tree house is in the trunk. It just could be all kinds of fun things you could do. So just go crazy and just really have a lot of fun with that tree house. And then we're going to sketch a sermon together and then do some sidewalk chalk. And then we're going to talk about binding our summer camp book. And then it's going to be back time for school. So anyway, I'm working on August and working on some basic posts and just to get back to our summer camp, back to school, back to basics. Sketch note skills, and so I'm also working on a new member course. Not sure how long it's going to be, but I think we'll all go do that together. So hopefully that's going to launch sometime in early August, and we'll do that together. And then when we're done, we'll be ready to go back to school and really focus on sketchnoting and sermon sketchnoting, and then just really focusing. So basically this fall, we just really want to focus on our sketch note skills, so we are ready to sketch note in any situation, whether it be just our quiet time with the Lord or in a sermon or in a meeting, wherever we are, we've got the skills because you guys are the sketch note boss. So anyway, thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next video. And those of you who suffered through the Facebook Live, thanks again for hanging in there with me. But I just felt like it was time to just redo this one. So all right, so I will see you in the next video, guys. Thanks a lot. See you soon.